It's another lovely day today here at Mills Motors in Oshawa, located at 240 Bond Street East. Right now we're taking a look at a 2017 GMC Yukon DENALI 4-wheel drive in the Onyx black exterior. And this vehicle has an Ecotec 3 6.2-liter direct injection V8 engine with 8-speed automatic transmission. Let's take a look inside. Alright, and so let's take a look at the many features that are available in the interior of this vehicle. So firstly, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the interior area so you can get a good look at that, and then we're going to go through its features. I'm also going to point out the adjustable seating that the driver's seat has, as well as it does have memory seating, and then you can see right here, get a good look at the Bose premium sound system that is available. Alright, so we're going to climb inside. So something awesome, these are retractable running boards, so I'm going to close the door now, and they will retract into the vehicle. Super neat. Alright, so I'm going to start with the IntelliLink screen that we have in the center here, the full color touch screen. It's got plenty of options on it. So we got our audio right here, so you can go through AM, FM, or Sirius XM radio, and you can also stream your music via Bluetooth, a USB connection, an audio auxiliary connection, or with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Phone is compatible as well with Bluetooth, so you can hook up your compatible smartphone to the vehicle, and you can use the built-in hands-free voice command settings that the vehicle has. Projection, like I mentioned before, is compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can stream your music and you can turn this basically into your smartphone. It's really neat if you want to learn how to use that more. We do have a video up on our channel about that. Navigation, you can just take a look at your built-in navigation system. Something that's kind of neat is you can actually set navigation favorites like you would radio presets. We also have a video for that up on our channel if you'd like to take a look at and learn how to do that. It's super handy. Settings just right there, and then you do have your video settings because there is a DVD player at the top there, a video screen for your passengers. If you see text right here, that is compatible with certain smartphones, so you can program and set a bunch of preloaded text messages to send off while driving hands-free. And then your traffic system's right here just to let you know whether your commute home will be longer or not. And then in the top corner you can see you have the time as well as the temperature. Alright, so I'm going to move down further a little bit and show you just underneath. Something neat is that the full color touchscreen does actually raise itself and reveal a storage area behind here, and there is a USB back there, so you can plug your phone in and then stow it away nice and safely without having to touch it while driving. And then down here you do have your radio controls, and then you have the CD player just underneath. And if you move further down, you do have your climate zone. It is a tri-climate zone, so the driver and passenger both have their own heating and cooling settings, as well as the rear passengers do. And there is climate controls for the rear passengers in the back as well that I'll show you when we go to the back seat. But yeah, you can control everything up here as well. And the driver and passenger seats both have heated and ventilated seating. If we move down farther, you can see that it looks really, really sleek right now, but it's actually very efficient as well. So you have two covers for your storage areas that do lift up and reveal farther, deeper storage spaces with some power as well. So you have a power outlet right here and a power auxiliary, and then you have two USB outlets right here. And then in here, you do have two cup holders, and then I have the key because it is a push to start ignition with a keyless remote. You just got that stowed away in there. You can see next to the wood grain trim that there is a little storage slot just down there as well. Moving along to the center console, it's leather wrapped, and then up top here you have this rubberized mat, which is actually a charging station for compatible smartphones. So you can place your phone on here when the vehicle is running and it will charge it, but it's only compatible smartphones. And then inside here, further storage space with some power outlets, as well as USB and auxiliary. And then you can, so basically kind of engineered so that you can plug your phone in here and slot it in here and not have to worry about it while driving. And then you've got your bigger storage space at the bottom there. Take a look at the perforated leather upholstery seating, as well as you do have the Denali branding on the headrests, both the passenger and the driver headrest, so that's nice. And then you have the wood grain trim along the side door as well. Like I mentioned, the Bose premium sound system. I'll give you a look inside the glove box, pretty standard. And then we're gonna move up here as we make our way towards the left side of the vehicle again. So then we do have on the back of the rear view mirror, you have OnStar buttons to help you stay safe and connected while on the road. And then up top here, we have some other commands. So there is a sunroof in this vehicle. So it is a full tilt and sliding sunroof. So if you want to slide it backwards, you can do so just there, as well as you can also tilt it in the back for just a little bit of fresh air. It's pretty nice. And then you'd have your trunk release here, so you can have the option to have it all the way up or 3/4 of the way lifted, and then you can just open it from right here. And then right here you have a mirror to view your back passengers, and then you have a little sunglasses case. All right, so we're going to move on to the steering wheel now. So on the right-hand side, this is where the hands-free voice command options are. And then you have disc controls for both your stereo, but also the driver information center. So it's just located in the center of the gauge cluster, and then the top part of it is also animated, as well as down here. So you can go through your drive menu, as well as you have a variety of other menus to go through. So you can take a look and you can choose your audio, you can look at your phone settings, your navigation, or just your settings in general. And so you can do all that on here using these buttons. It's super accessible. And on the back here, you do have buttons to operate. On this side, it's the sound, and on the other side of the steering wheel, it is to go through your favorites. Denali branding in the center of the steering wheel, and it is also leather wrapped, and a heated steering wheel. And then if you take a look at the left-hand side, you have your cruise control settings, heated steering wheel, as well as forward collision alert. So you can and forward collision alert in conjunction with automated and adaptive cruise control, so you can set your following distance depending on how quickly you're going, etc. And there is heads-up display, so I just gotta put the car in drive and we can take a look at the heads-up display that is right in front of us. So it's kind of hard to see in the daylight. It doesn't actually flash like that. That's just how it picks up on camera. But yeah, there's a heads-up display right there, and it is adjustable, so you can move it farther down or farther up depending on how tall you are, and then you can change what information is displayed on there, as well as you can make it brighter and darker depending on the time of day. It's easy to see if you're in person. It just doesn't pick up well on a camera no matter how bright it is. And then next here we have the rest of our safety settings. So you have traction control right here. You have your park assist, as well as parking sensor alerts just right here. It does have the vibrating seats if you have this on. The parking assist has the vibrating seats as well. This is to extend and retract your running boards. As well as here you have lane keep assist and lane departure alert. And then this is for power adjustable pedals. So if you can see, I'm moving them closer to me, and I can move them farther away. Totally optimal for if you share this vehicle with other people. Taking a look at the steering column, it has power adjustable tilt and telescopic steering. And then you can see at the top here, that's where your hazards are. Moving down, trailer brake right here. And then you have your four-wheel drive settings, as well as your headlight settings. And then this is the dashboard display light settings. And then finally, on the driver's side door, you have your power adjustable mirrors, as well as they are power folding mirrors with integrated turn signal, if you just see at the corner there. And then your power windows, power window locks, child safety locks, and then you have your power locking as well. Something that's kind of impossible to see is this is also compatible with teen driver mode. And so we do have a video on our channel if you want to learn more about teen driver mode, but it's basically a different set of keys. And now we're going to take a look at the rear cargo area that is available in the vehicle. Firstly, I'm going to point out the 22-inch aluminum wheels just down here. And you can see the retractable running boards are in the retracted position right now, so that's what it looks like that. Now we'll take a look at the rear of the vehicle. So you do have parking sensors just right here. And there is the full view of the rear area. And so I could go up to it and manually open it. The button is just underneath here. But there's also a key fob. So I'm going to press that twice and open that up like that. And then I'm going to show you around inside. So just underneath here, you've got a little bit of space. And then you have cargo tie-down hooks right there and there. as well as on this side. And then you can see the third row of seating just right here, but it is super easily descended. So just by pressing right here, you can do it automated, which makes everything super easy, especially if you have a lot of stuff in your hands. Not only is that row of seating automated, but the second row of seating is also automated. All you have to do is press, and the seats flip down. And then the rear seats do come up on their own as well. Super convenient for loading the vehicle. And you can just see how much space is available in this vehicle when all the rows of seating are down. It's very helpful. And then if you don't want to use the key fob to close it, you can see that there's a button up top here. You can press that and close the trunk as well. And now here's just a quick look at the passenger side of the vehicle. And now I'm going to show you around the rear passenger area of the vehicle. So if you take a look here, all of the door handles are color matched, as well as they are equipped with smart key access. So because I have the key in my hand right now, if I just go up to the vehicle and press this, it unlocks for me, so that the driver doesn't have to unlock all of the doors. So here is the overview of the interior area. All these seats are leather and perforated as well on this side, and they do have these two front bucket seats do have drop down armrests. And you can see that this one is currently in its stowed position, so it is flattened to expand the cargo area. I just wanted to give you a demonstration of that as well. So aside from that, you can take a look at the inside features. So the rear of the front driver's seat has a cargo pouch for the storage, as well as the rear of the front passenger seat. If you take a look in the center here, we do have climate zone for the rear passengers, so they can control their own temperature, as well as the two front captain seats have heated seats. You can see there's a power outlet right here, as well as right here. And then we have some inputs for our DVD screen, like I mentioned before, just up top here. Comes down like that, and then yeah, so you have USB and then you have HDMI for that as well. Can take a look now at the third row bench seat that it is equipped with. Again, fully leather seating and perforated seating in the back here as well, and it is pretty spacious for your passengers. Pretty comfy back here. They've got their own cup holders and some vents, and then some storage space, as well as their own dome lights. And that is the rear passenger area that is available for your passengers. And if you take a look on the door, you can see the power windows, as well as some cup holders and the wood grain trim. And there's your final look at the 2017 Yukon Denali 4-wheel drive in the Onyx black exterior. And this vehicle is equipped with the safety and connectivity of OnStar with its own 4G LTE Wi-Fi network. And if you would like to test drive this vehicle, come on down to Mills Motors, located at 240 Bond Street East in Oshawa, where we will do whatever it takes.